What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another day in the life with your man's Dante. I'm about to give y'all a tour of what it's really like living in the projects, like real life. Section 8 housing, low income housing, affordable housing, whatever you want to call it. Actually, let me make this clear before we get up in here. I'm not on Section 8. I live in affordable housing. There's a big difference in that. And a lot of people don't really know the difference between actually being on Section 8 and actually living in low income housing, because Section 8, I believe it's like a voucher, right? It's like a actual voucher that's documented where you can take that and actually live like anywhere, like a house or different apartments that accept Section 8 vouchers, right? I don't have Section 8. And to be honest, y'all, I just learned that. I thought I was on Section 8 the whole time. And because I thought Section 8, low income, affordable housing was all the same thing. It's really not. But yeah, I just live in low income housing or affordable housing. I'm not gonna take y'all in here and give y'all a tour on what it's like. And I'm gonna tell y'all like why I've been here so long. Altogether, I've been in low income for 5 years. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And my life changed though. My life changed a lot. And so hopefully I'm able to move out of here by this year. You know, hopefully, you know, the YouTube money stay right. You know, hopefully I continue to save and things go as planned. But yeah, let me start out here real quick. Well, the one that I live at specifically is a really decent one. You know what I'm saying? I know it kind of looked like the projects from the outside, but it looked a lot nicer on the inside. But these units over here, with the complex that I live in, got like, these ones are like townhouses. They got an upstairs and a basement. These ones are called the garden style, right? I live up here on the 3rd floor. These are called the garden style, which are 2-bedroom flats or something like that, where it just got 2 bedrooms and a balcony. And then those ones all the way back there, these are, I believe these are like three bedrooms. These ones I believe are 2 bedrooms. Those ones back there are 3 bedrooms. And what a lot of people don't know about living in, we finna go in there in a minute. Hold on, I'm finna take y'all a tour of my apartment. A lot of people don't know that, like, a lot of people are eligible to live in affordable housing. Like, it's people here that pay just regular market rate rent, right? So they do have, you can still move here and still like have a decent paying job, right? You would just have to pay market rate rent, right? Not everybody who lives here is paying, you know, very, very low rent or $0 in rent. That's just not true. Now they do go based off your income, and it's really based off of like how many people are living with you. And they go based off that, right? So it's like if you got like 2 people living with you, I think the max you can make is like $60,000 a year. If you got 3 people, it go like to $80,000. You got 4 people, you can make up to like $100,000 a year. And they go based off of everybody's income who's living with you as well. And so I'm not no expert. I'm just giving y'all general knowledge of what I've learned from being here. But believe it or not, y'all, it's been a lot that I still don't even know. You know, I almost got evicted from here and my other low-income apartment I used to live at a bunch of times because I didn't understand the system. Like, I was working jobs that I didn't report, and I was like doing self-employed work like YouTube and gig apps and all of that. Like, that make it tough because you got to report everything that you make. So once I actually learned to just stay up to date on everything that I make, it became easier. So everything that I make now is reported. You know, all my YouTube income, all of my gig work, my job, everything is reported. And so that's the thing about living in low income. You have to report everything you make. But let me just get a tour of this one. Like, this one I live at is really, really nice, bro. Like, they keep everything up to date, maintenance. They do weekly inspections. They got maintenance that come in and vacuum. He up there vacuuming the steps and cleaning the steps right now. Again, this one that I'm in is it's called the garden style. So it got 3 floors. on here. Let's see. This is the other side. They got the maintenance vacuuming right now, cleaning the steps and all of that. Maybe having them come in, clean the steps. That's the other side. Hold on. Now these ones, what I like about these ones is that we got two washer rooms. We got this washer room, and then we got one up on the second floor. And what's cool about these is that you can pay with your phone. So when we do laundry, we always just pay with our phone with the app. So you don't need quarters. So they got one on the first floor, and then they got one up on the second floor, which is cool. And I believe these apartments, the other apartments in the back that I showed y'all, they have washers inside the units. So, you know, and as y'all can see, it's very clean in here, bro. Like, and to be honest with y'all, I'm literally the only black person in my building, believe it or not. So that whole stereotype about black people being low income, that's not true, at least where I'm at. But I also do live in an area that's predominantly white people. Like, it's like everywhere else outside of this complex is just like a bunch of, like, you know, rich people, you know, so they just put a low income right in the middle of the rich people, which is kind of funny. Which explains a lot on why it's nice. I mean, why it's really nice, because the one I used to live at in Pontiac, Michigan was horrible. And I'm gonna tell y'all about that in a minute. Let me finish taking y'all on a little tour of this one. Okay, so as far as maintenance, maintenance stay on top of everything here. They fix whatever needs to be repaired. They do monthly, weekly inspections. They do weekly inspections, they do monthly inspections, and they do, like, every 3 months they do inspections of people's units. This is the second floor. As y'all can see, you cannot smoke in this building. If you smoke, they have a really strict no smoking policy here. I've literally seen people get evicted for smoking in here. You can't smoke cigarettes, you can't smoke, you know, the other stuff, and, you know, you can't do none of that here. They got strict rules about that. This is the second floor. As y'all can see. And this is the second floor laundry room. This is the one I typically use. And this complex is really ducked off for real, you know. That's just like, it's really ducked off. So I don't know why people be having Ring cameras up in here. like I got 2 people up on my floor that got Ring cameras as well. It's like, what y'all got Ring cameras in here for? And what I like about this unit, hold on, we're gonna go up to my apartment. What I like about this unit is that, like, you need, like, you need a key to get into this door right there, right? And then, you know, that's what I like about it, because it gives a sense of extra security, because, you know, you need a key to get into this specific building. And I'm gonna tell y'all how much I'm paying in rent in a minute, so keep watching with all my sources of income, because I'm making really good money on YouTube. I'm doing gig work, and I got a job, so I'm gonna tell y'all how much they put my rent at. And that's just another big misconception about low income, is that people don't work or don't want to work or can't work or things like that. And I used to think like that too. I used to have a lot of problems because I had a hard time keeping jobs. So when you job to job, it can make the process of them adjusting your rent very difficult, and that's why. But if you stay up to date on everything, like, you'll be good. Take out my apartment. It's my floor up here. I don't understand why they got Ring cameras, but get up in here.
This is a circumstantial case.
Hey babe, how are ya? Good. So as y'all can see, this is our unit. It's really nice. Keep it clean, keep it, you know, spiced up. Shout out 50K, shout out to y'all, giving us some helping us hit 50,000 subscribers. 50K. Again, this is called the garden style. It's 2 bedrooms. It's a lot of space in here. I moved here 2 years, 11 months ago. So this is my son's room. Feel me? Really nice, really subtle. This is our room. Type. And what I like about this unit is that all the rooms are really spacious. You know, it's really spacious in here. My son's room really spacious. This the bathroom. You know, as far as like the appliances and stuff, the bathroom like is kind of older, right? Like it don't look like they remodeled this in a long time. But you know, it do. As far as like the doors and stuff, the doors look pretty like old, but like as far as the unit itself is really nice. You know, they put new carpets in, they repaint the walls. But it's a lot nice. It's really nice for a affordable housing unit. You don't typically see them being this nice. You know what I'm saying? And typically, like I like people over here typically keep their apartments pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I do, man. I can't speak for everybody else. There's our closet. You know, type. Got a lot of clothes in here. Let me take y'all out to the balcony. I do like these 3 closets. These 3 closets are fire. You know, we got 3 closets in here. That's where we keep all our shoes at. Right here. Oh, our shoes are right here. So I really like this when I first moved in here. But when I first moved in here, it was just like a let me give y'all a different view. Yeah, see, we keep it really nice in here, of course. I'm a little OCD, so I keep everything clean. But when I moved here, I literally like I cried because I came from a low income in Pontiac. If y'all don't know, I was born and raised in Pontiac, Michigan. I lived there pretty much my whole life up until 2 years ago when I moved here. And the low income in Pontiac was just so bad, bro. It was so bad. And I did not want to live there, but I didn't have no choice. It was either move into the low income in Pontiac or live with my mom. And I didn't want to live with my mom. You know, I was grown. You know, I was like 20, I think I was 22 years old at the time. 21 or 22. And it was so bad over there, bro. It was called Northfield Farms. Just look up Northfield Farms on YouTube. Yeah, I tell you, bro, cockroaches. They had bugs. They had spiders, ants, real bad. And I survived at Northfield Farms 3 years, y'all. I can't believe I was there for 3 years. We got a balcony here. This is what I like about our units, that we got a balcony. As I can see, it looks a little older. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is like a luxury apartment or nothing by any means, but it's really decent, you know, because some low incomes out there are really bad. Like I said, the one in Pontiac was just so bad. You know, I had to live with bugs for a long time. The bugs would come and go, but like it was times where roaches came to the other. When I was living in Pontiac, in the low income in Pontiac, Northfield Farms, it was times where roaches would come and go, and it was so bad, bro. I had to call the exterminator like 3 times a week, and they can only come 2 times a week because of the chemicals. They couldn't put too many chemicals in the house. So, but it was bad over there, y'all, and it was just a lot of violence. So over here, it's no violence, no nothing. I said it's like a lot of more so wealthier people in the surrounding areas. And you know, it's pretty. It's definitely nicer than Pontiac. I'll tell you that. But what I do like about the kitchen is that they give you new appliances, right? So whenever a new person moves in, they put in like a new refrigerator, a new stove. I'm assuming, depending on how good of condition it's actually in. Y'all can see the floors are really nice. The cabinets are black and all of that. So all of this stuff I know is new. They remodeled this unit. This is one of the ones they remodeled because it was a fire here. A few years back. In this unit like in this section of the building that I'm in, it was like a huge fire. So I'm sure that's probably plays a role why people can't smoke here. But yeah, this is one of the units that they remodeled. So I really don't even know how the other units look or the older units look, but yeah, this one of the ones they remodeled. But yeah, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty decent. And Yeah, let's take y'all back out for a sec. But as y'all can see, it's a lot of space. If you look at it from this angle, the apartment go like all the way back there. And everything is just really spacious. The kitchen got a lot of space. The living room got a lot of space. We got a balcony, you know. It's pretty cool. Let me know what y'all think.
This got more space than the apartments that we toured.
Oh yeah,
Luxury
it do.
apartments that we toured.
Yeah, it do. Me and wifey went and toured some luxury apartments because we looking for a new place to move. And we toured some apartments that was like $2,000-$3,000 a month. That was way smaller than this.
Like a cardboard box.
Yeah, it was like cardboard box. Like one of those psychotic homes in that mug. It was so small and
Insane
pure
asylum vibes.
pure white. So, but yeah, I'll be right back. I'm finished this tour. Let me see, my man's out here cleaning, you know, tight. You know, I think that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like low incomes don't typically clean like this. You know what I'm saying? Maintenance be on top of everything. You know what I'm saying? Maintenance be on top of everything. You can see he just cleaned this side, so they keep everything good. So if anything breaks or if anything like malfunctions, like maintenance is over here like super soon, and they fix whatever going on. Now I pay market rate rent right now because of how much I'm earning on YouTube, and because I'm working a full-time job, and because I do gig work. So I'm making a lot of income, so they just put me at market rate. But the thing about here is that if anything changes with my income, they will adjust my rent. So like say if I just quit doing YouTube, that'll make my rent go down like probably to like $700 something just because I'm working full-time and doing gig work. If I quit my full-time job and YouTube, my rent will go down to maybe like 100 something because I will only be doing like Instacart at the time. But if I don't have any income, like say God forbid anything happens and I can't work, then I won't pay anything. You know what I'm saying? They will actually pay the rent here for me. And I've been in that situation a lot where I was completely broke and they put my rent down to zero. So it's been a true blessing. You know, I would never complain because, oh my God, God knows I've been in situations where I could never afford market rate because I could never keep a job. And so I was here because I needed to be. And I made videos in the past complaining about how hard it was and how inconsistent the management was because they would adjust my rent so much, but that was my own fault. You know, I got to take accountability. I was the one that couldn't hold a stable job, and I kept working all these different jobs, quitting, and they had to keep adjusting my rent. So it was really my own fault for real. But if you report your income like you're supposed to, you will never be in a situation where you can't afford, you know, or they will do like back pay or anything like that. Now, if you don't report your income, living in low income, that's when it can get serious because they will start giving you back pay, and you can even get evicted if you don't report your income. So it's very important to report your income living in Section 8 housing, or not Section 8, low income housing. Now, I never really, once I learned that Section 8 was like completely different, I never thought about like actually applying to Section 8 because, you know, Section 8 that can take like years to get onto that system. You know, like I'm talking about 5, 6, 7, 8 years, because with the Section 8 voucher, you can actually, like I said, you can take the voucher anywhere to different states. You could literally move in a house and be paying really low rent with a Section 8 voucher. But that take a long time. But even some low income housings or affordable housings take time to get into too. It took me about a year and a half to get in here. It didn't take me long getting here at all. And then my other one in Pontiac that I lived at 3 years ago, it took me only 6 months to get in there. So yeah, if you are in a situation where you struggling, or if you don't have a place to live, I would definitely say apply to some affordable housings or low income housings, right? Because it can really help you out, you know. Now, fortunately, you know, I'm in a better situation than I have been over the last few years, because you know, I'm working a stable job. I got consistent money coming in from YouTube and my gig work and all of that. So I should be in a position to be able to move comfortably by the end of this year. Hopefully, you know, I set goals to move from low income a few different times and always fell short when it came time to move because I would either quit my job or my income would go back down. So hopefully everything stay up because I know once I leave here, you know, and I move into market rate, then, you know, that rent don't get adjusted in market rate. You know what I'm saying? You can't, it ain't no subsidy. You don't get no help. You know, you got to pay that rent and those utilities. So that's why I've been here so long, because I've been scared to move sometimes because I know how I can be sometimes as far as my work ethic when it comes to jobs. But, you know, I'm really banking on the YouTube thing to really keep popping off and to take off for me to be able to afford to move, because I want to be able to have the money up front to move. You know, so if my YouTube income continue to grow, once I do move, I want to put 6 months worth of rent up in a park. Like, I want to have that much. You know, a lot of people can't do that, you know, so I'm fortunate enough to be able to make a lot of money on YouTube right now to be able to do that. You know, I could put up 6 months worth of rent, you know what I'm saying, with what I earned last month that I'm getting paid this month on YouTube if I decided to move. So we're going to see where we at 6 months from now. And, you know, the money keep going up, then, you know, we out of here. So God forbid, once we do move, we don't ever have to come back. I don't ever want to have to come back. But it has been a great stepping stone for me. I've been guilty of being like, kind of like not working as hard as I should have. I got a little comfortable living in low income. That's why I've been here for 5 years. And so, you know, you don't want to get comfortable. Just use, if you are struggling, or like if you paying a lot of rent and you can't afford your rent, or if you stuck check to check, consider low income for a while. You don't got to be permanent, and don't worry about being judged or, you know, talked about, because people talked about me a lot when I used to talk about these. I used to make these videos a lot about living in low income. People used to judge me all the time. People used to call me lazy. People used to say I was, you know, like trapping off the government and things like that. And it's just not true. You know, I need help. You know, life is hard out there for a lot of people. You know, it's really hard, bruh. Like, everybody I know is, you know, worried about rent. You know, it's always like, I gotta pay rent, man. I can't do nothing. I gotta pay rent. You know, and I'm sure that's like that for a lot of people, because rent is a huge expense, and not to factor in everything else we got. You know, phone bills, internet bills, utilities, food, car notes, insurance, kids if you got kids. Like, boy, rent is a lot, you know. And so that's why I just want to make sure I'm 100% good gravy before I move. But I got a lot more mature over the years. I learned a lot. I didn't know a lot about the system or about life, but the thing is, you don't want to move here and get comfortable, because like I said, I did that. And knowing that I got the option to not work, or to just go back down to just doing one gig job or something like that and have very, very low rent, I got comfortable with that for a long time. And so I'm not sure how all low incomes work. I'm not sure if all low incomes go based off income itself, but I know the two that I lived in went strictly based off income. But I've seen people who live in low income who got regular rent, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it depends on where you move to. So if you're looking for low income, either way, it could just be very cheap to live. You know, you just got to go see if you qualify, and a lot of people actually qualify. You know, I'm sure a lot of y'all qualify. A lot of people got that misconception that, like, oh, I can't move there, I make too much. That's not true. You got to go and see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can live here and make $100,000 a year depending on how many people you got in your household. You know, I'm not no expert. I'm just going based off my experience. But life is hard, y'all. And so I ain't really got no shame in this, because at the end of the day, I'm making the most money I've ever made right now, which is why I'm able to move. And honestly, I thought that I wasn't even going to be able to live here no more, because once I reported what I made last month, I thought they was going to tell me, like, oh, yeah, you making too much. It don't work like that, right? Once I reported how much I made, they're like, okay, we, you know, by the end of the year, we'll see where you at once you recertify. And if you beyond the minimum requirements to live here, then, you know, you will have to move. And at that point, they still ain't even gonna put you out. They'll give you like a few months to find somewhere else to move. So it ain't like once you make a lot of money, you just get put out. It don't work like that here. Trust me, I'm on top of all that. They know exactly how much I'm making, and I'm good. You know, I ain't making over 100,000, so I'm straight. And even if I did, I wouldn't have to move out right away. So I talk to management. I know exactly. I asked everything because I ain't trying to get no trouble. Everything I make is reported. So, yeah, but you know, I guess it just depends on, you know, at the end of the day, man, you shouldn't have to struggle in life. You know, life is hard for a lot of people. You shouldn't have to struggle. So if you are struggling, I would strongly consider finding a cheaper place to live if you are struggling as far as rent, you know, because like I said, the rent is a huge expense. So there's nothing wrong with finding a cheaper place to live, moving into affordable housing. If you qualify, which I'm sure a lot of people do qualify, you won't know until you go check. Because right now I'm making a lot of money and I'm still able to live here, you know. So so yeah, so that's just a little tour of the projects. And I don't know if I would consider this the projects, because like I said, I live around predominantly wealthy people, but we ain't wealthy over here, you feel me? We all need the help over here. But never like get too comfortable in the low income stuff, man. You know, use it as a stepping stone if you do qualify to live here, and just save up some money and then move, so you're in a comfortable position and you ain't living check to check, you know. So it's been a blessing to me. I'm forever grateful. You know, it's a blessing because there's a lot of people that do need this. I needed it. There's a lot of people out there that disabled or homeless. A lot of people don't even know that they qualify or could live somewhere like this for very, very affordable. And like, you could live here and not even have to pay anything. You know, so a lot of people don't even know that, bro. It can be a really great stepping stone. These birds. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, if all goes as well, man, I should be out of here this year. And so, you know, I just want to make sure I'm in a great position to be able to move. So look into it if you need the help. Share this video with a friend, family member. Let me know y'all thoughts. Yeah, so I'll see y'all in the next video. Watch more of my videos. Tide. Oh, that's my car right here. I'm getting this boy fixed today. Tow truck coming a little later. To start this mug. Hold on, let me see if this mug even start up. My alternator bad. God dang it. My alternator is bad, so I gotta, the mechanic, I'm taking it to this mechanic that I know he gonna fix it today. I just gotta get it towed over to him. Let me see if it start. Oh, it start. But like, if I start driving it, it's like it's gonna cut off in like 10 minutes, because when the alternator go bad, it's like the car is running strictly off the battery. What the alternator does is recharges the battery as you drive the car. So if the alternator go bad, then the car will be running off the battery itself, and eventually it'll die because it's not being recharged. So I'm getting this fixed today, which I'm glad we decided to not get a car note, because we was gonna get a car note yesterday, and I'm glad we just thought long and hard about it, because we don't want to be stuck with a big car payment. And so, you know, never live beyond your means, man. So as long as this car can drive, we straight, bro. We are straight. You know, just be grateful for the things that you do have. You know, don't be trying to live beyond your means. So I'm gonna ride this 03 until the wheels fall off, because that'll be $1,200 a month that I'll be saving if I versus if I would have got a car note. So I'm glad that we didn't make that decision. So yeah, but oh, I see y'all next video. Subscribe if you're new. Watch more videos. I love y'all. Tide.